we're back at it, guys. Back here in the soybean field. We're fixing to cut around the field here and lay it off. And these beans ought to be a lot drier. We tried them about 10 days ago when they was checking 15%. So we decided to go on and finish corn. And come back to these beans. So we need to speed a few things up here. I'm gonna try a cylinder on 450. About 3.5. See what happens there. Still tough. Starting to raise some numbers on our yield monitor. Our yield monitor is bad off for some reason. So we're going to see if we can't get it calibrated. See if we can't push her on up here about 3 miles an hour. There we go. Got us a good steep angle. We're working, old gal. I hear them going through her. Ready to get my monitor calibrated and see what these things are really making. So when we first bought this honeybee draper, we had read a lot of mixed reviews on whether you could cut beans with a rigid header. Some people said you could, some people said you couldn't, because our honeybee was what they call a rigid cutter bar, a rigid header. But because it was made for usually, it's actually a rice it's a rice belt draper is what it says on the side, but it has a floating adapter which gives it side to side movement. And as you can see here, this little ditch here that runs up the side of this hill here, I think it cuts over ditches better than our true flex auger head, our old 922 auger head. Even though it's not a flexing cutter bar, it does have some like what would be contour master. That's what John Deere called it. But we are impressed with how it cuts, impressed with how it feeds. As you could hear him coming down through there, that combine sitting there just cutting away, wasn't whomping or moaning. And these are some green stemmed beans. You can still see some green leaves out in there. He's been having trouble with his yield monitor, so he's been stepping every round trying to figure out what's going on. The guy that had the combine before us was up in Illinois, Strader, Illinois, and he was running a 25-foot auger header on it. So we thought it would run the 25-foot draper, and it does pretty good for the most part. You ain't gonna set no speed records, but it's cutting, and you're cutting good, and you're taking 3 more foot per pass. So I think it's gonna speed up efficiency, even though we had to slow down a little bit. So today is Monday, October 2nd, second day of cutting beans. I guess you could say first full day of cutting beans. Well, you know, we cut that truckload the other day and then had to swap back to corn, but we're out here cutting beans. Good weekend. The Braves made it to the playoffs, got home field advantage. The Vols won against South Carolina. Titans beat the Bengals, and my birthday is Thursday, so got a lot going on this week. Had a good weekend. Took yesterday off. Got some R&R, some rest. Went to church. Got several farms of beans that we're going to drill to wheat this fall, so we're trying to get them cut. I know the farm that we're on is going to go to wheat. My farm that I own is going to go to wheat. 2 farms at the shop are going to wheat, but we got cut the double crop beans off of them. So we got several beans to cut before we can start drilling wheat. I think we got 1 or 2 farms that wheat is going behind corn stalks. So you can see him off right over there. He said he finally figured out what was going on with his yield monitor. And you can see from the tree line that fall is here and the leaves are changing. But I think temperature is like 89, 90 degrees. I think it's gonna be hot, pretty hot the next couple of days. Had to pull the shorts out of retirement. Cut 30 acres so far. Won't know what they've yielded till we get these 2 trucks hauled off. But this farm last year made 1.5 truckloads. Well, this year it has made 2.5 truckloads.
or I don't know, maybe 3-4 truckloads. I hadn't been out to the trucks. Been back here in this backfield. Pretty load of beans though. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but old Granny's a bellering going up that hill there. I had some grass on this farm, and I don't know why. I put residual out, and then come back and sprayed it with select, and this old grass still come back. He's gonna go up there and put that on that truck and take it off, and I'm gonna take this off. This is this old farm we built them great big terraces on last year. This spring, I mean. Not your best ground in the world. After you've been running 3 miles an hour all day, it feels like you're moving at the speed of light. Got the I don't know how I feel about that built-in trailer on that honeybee yet. A little more effort, but I don't think it takes any longer than setting the header on the trailer. So we're still learning. Maybe we'll get faster at it as we go here. Gonna move the combine to the field. I don't know if we'll cut any more beans tonight or not, but if we do, we'll bring you along. There's a good look what it looks like with the up close to the trailer at night. Them good old river bottoms. Of course, this one ain't as bad as some that some people have, but driftwood, garbage, driftwood, beach sand. I hope he's paying super close attention. Think these some really good beans, guys. What we've been cutting on, we've cut 60 acres and they've been right on with their 10-year average, but these are above average. One good thing about that header is you can raise it up and cut higher, and it still feeds good. I don't know where that thing came from. Looks like salads coming out the back. Gonna have to adjust on our combine a little. We're throwing some beans over the walkers. least I'm on the right side of the dust tonight. It's all going that way. He's getting on the short rows. Whoa. Somebody has them a duck blind down there. I don't know if they kill any ducks down there or not. Speaking of duck blinds, if y'all ain't went and watched the movie The Blind about young Phil Robertson, you know, from Duck Dynasty, y'all ought to go watch that movie. It's a really good movie. Good movie about turning your life around. These right here was 30-inch row beans, planted May the 6th, planted at 110,000. With starter fertilizer under them, 1.5 gallons of 7-15-15, some humic acid and some sand, and I'm gonna say it paid off. So he's got this field finished up. I'm gonna go out on the buggy. He's gonna put that on the truck. They were good beans. Really surprised, really tickled with this farm, being our first year with it. Didn't know anything about it. Put it in with minimum inputs, just good basic fertility, and we'll clear some good money on this farm right here. Looking forward to putting corn on it next year. Nice to see what kind of corn crop it makes. The guy that was working it before me told me it's a good farm, but I've been told that farms are good farms before, and they were not good farms in my definition. But this one was a good farm. Got the bright orange. You know, that's how you know God's a Tennessee Fall fan. He's got that bright orange sky. Let him put that on this truck up here, and we'll set this header off and see what else happens. So I thought I might bring y'all along, show y'all a little bit of the process of putting this header on this the trailer on this header. First you set your axle tube on. Robert inserts the pin. He's gonna put his wheel on. I'm gonna put my wheel on. Slip it into the tube. That's got the tube on. Right there's the pan. And we're gonna walk down here. Undo her chain here. Gotta pull this pin and you slip your tongue out. Locks your tongue into place. Driver's gonna slip the jack on, and it's ready for transport. It's got its own lights there. He'll unroll them if he wants his lights. Next up, we're gonna, you see the thing with the hoses, that's our single point hookup. We're gonna undo it. Pull this pin. Pull this pin. Push the lever. Put it in the storage bracket. Undo the PTO. There's a chain here you gotta tighten up. Keeps the adapter from falling down. But just that over there, we want it to fall down where we can pick it up evenly. Or at least that's our hopes, because this header runs downhill when we set it off. Back. Come on back. Oh! Cut it to the left a little bit. Alright, come back. Come on back. Oh! Straighten up, ease up just a little. Straighten up, ease up. Oh. This old header is heavy, guys.